Everybody has a podcast.
Hello, welcome into the show. Everybody has a podcast. Monday nights, 9:30. GrantHills.podbean.com. Hope all of you had a great weekend. We're back in the house for another Monday here. And oh man, weekends, they seem to go by a bit fast. Woo! Like I said, I hope you guys had a good one. And
J.Wiggy, take out the trash!
Grant Mills, what a lovely, calm intro. Saxophone music. Grant, your lovely voice sounds refreshed. I imagine you had a relaxing weekend. Yeah, I think I did as well. Had a buddy's birthday this weekend. It was pretty fun. Younger guy, but man, good guy. Had fun. We did something I've never done in my life. We went to a soccer game downtown. Have you ever been to a professional soccer game, not a kid's soccer game?
a professional soccer game? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Sounds very, very boring unless there's lots of alcohol involved.
You nailed it. It was very, you know what? I give him a lot of credit. Good guy, funny. We started yelling at a lot of the players. I don't know if many of them spoke English, but he was yelling, and I didn't realize the home team was actually in white. Their logo is black, and the other team was in black. So I'd been cheering them on for the first half of the game, and then they had to correct me. But yeah, we yelled at them a little bit. Had some fun, had some drinks down there. But after 90 minutes of back and forth soccer ball and a bunch of fake injuries and a bunch of near misses, the game ends in a 1-1 tie. That is why nobody goes to that shit. So,
Soccer fucking sucks, dude. I hate that shit.
now,
That's why
did you
get
play when you were a
fucking
kid?
drunk as fuck. Yeah, dude, we were terrible. I think we had one season, dude. We didn't score a whole point the whole season. It was
Oh,
horrible,
man.
dude. I mean, it was like something out of Disney movie. That shit was fucking terrible. I swear to God. We had like the ragtag team, man. That shit. There were some serious teams. It was like a YMCA league, though. There were some serious teams with some of those fucking and that
Oh,
league
yeah.
anyway. And
Oh, yeah.
man, we wasn't in. I didn't give a fuck about it. And nah, soccer sucks. It's never been cool. That's why the fuckers got to get drunk as fuck and be acting a damn fool out there. So, how much was a beer out there?
Oh, it's the same at Protective Stadium, even for UAB football games or USFL games. They range, I think, a basic domestic beer, so a Coors Light, Miller Lite, like $9, tall boy, and
Jesus
then
Christ.
$11 for like a Blue Moon or something a little fancier. And yeah, cocktails, $13. Um,
Fuck that.
yeah, it's man, the stadium is really nice. I think it's a nice addition to the city, but God, it's tough justifying those fucking drink prices. I wish they were I mean, I get it. They got a lot to pay for. Got to keep the lights on somehow, but man, $13 for a shitty ass Jack and Coke. Come on.
Man, it's time to break out those old cargo pants from the attic, man. Put them the little bottles from the liquor store, man. I'll be fucking shit. I'll be up in that bitch, man. Give me a fucking Coke, and maybe I might buy a couple, like one or two, and then man, that's it for me. I'll be
That's
fucking
it.
hitting those little bottles.
That's the
Sir,
way
we
to
gotta
do it.
let you. We saw you on camera, you fucker.
Hey asshole, you can't bring that into the stadium. So yeah, it was but you know what? I like trying out different sports and stuff, and I will say it was not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's not something I would regularly go to, if that makes sense.
Okay. So, did y'all go to the strip club later on?
We did not. He's hitched up right now,
He's
so
married, man. His wife don't allow.
he's
I
not.
know. Married fucks never do anything fun.
We always do fun things. We just got to be. You got to find the right time
Man,
to.
we got to plan out the strip club, man. No, ain't no planning out shit. Let's just go to the strip club. Men get in cars and just go to places. Ain't no planning out. Let's go see titties. And you
Well,
can't tell you what. I think most of us are cool. I think you're cool about that mostly. I know now,
yeah,
like it's a little bit,
I really
whatever.
don't
But
care. If I want to
you've
go, I go.
actually at least been a buttload of times, okay? Well, we've got friends that like probably went 2 times, and like they feel like to confess this to their wife. Don't tell her, you fucking idiot. If you know it's going to cause you trouble, I just don't understand. It's like being honest for no good reason when it's like it serves absolutely no purpose. I mean, it's not like you're going out there and fucking some broad in the pussy, okay? You're looking at titties, dude. And mostly
Oh
we
yeah,
don't do anything but make fun of people anyway. So
yeah. I think most people. Well, see, and here's what I was talking about this weekend. It's not for me. I don't even think my better half would care that much. I don't, but the one thing, but this is not just there. It's almost any bar now downtown. For me, God, just I know myself with the alcohol. I know I'm going to drink. I want to drink and drive, and that's almost anywhere now is just more of that. Uber's gotten better about picking places up, but man, that's my problem. I know I'm going to go hard in the paint with drinking. I'm going to be out there till 3. Then I got to get that $60 Uber. I kill myself with the money. It's the money end on me that is like a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. But that's God everywhere. It's like micro transactions. Um, I see it everywhere. I don't know. Beer's expensive these days. Inflation's hitting hard. Gosh, are there minimum tips now at the titty bar?
Minimum tips.
Yeah, do you have to,
I mean, I don't know about that shit. We always tip when we go in there, so I
or
have
well,
no
no,
idea.
what's like a cover charge that
It's always been a cover charge every time I've been in that motherfucker. What are you talking about?
what is it? How much is it now?
Unless like you go like early or something. Sammy's used to fucking be where like if you got in there before 6, you didn't have to pay a cover charge. But
I remember
with the
that.
furnace, it didn't open till 4, and then I think it's always 10 to get in there. It might be more now, but usually it's like $10.
That's not bad. Okay, that's fair. No, I have no problem with it. I think, yeah. I mean, for me, it's really not. It's I've gotten older. I don't care as much too, just because I don't. Well, how's the talent there? Now I'm curious. Now you're piquing my interest. I know this is your bull. Get me down there, and now I'm gonna go. But I need to know the talent scene. Pretty good.
The talent scene is always what it is, man. I mean, you're gonna have good ones and bad ones, especially at night. They're gonna make sure they got some fucking heavy hitters in there. But I mean, not all of them are gonna be good. We're not in Vegas, okay? So, and probably even I haven't been to Vegas, but I mean, it's as with anything,
Sure.
furnaces are pretty. The furnaces are pretty straight,
Oh yeah.
I haven't been lately. It's been like fucking months, but man, I like to go to. Never mind. Anyway, so Whis Creaver is coming. He's running a little late, and I just wanted to say something that I forgot, folks. So. Oh shit. Long fart doesn't. So what did you do this weekend besides that? You had a cool birthday party, no strip club, went to a soccer game, went to the bars after. No, you tell me, because I think this is a more valid question. How's the talent out in the bars?
Extremely good and young. I feel like the old guy. Downtown Lakeview. Oh yeah. Lakeview. Up near Moe's and all that. Pretty good. Definitely a lot younger. I think everybody's getting back to school and stuff. But I mean, yeah, I feel like the old guy there, which I am. I mean, but God, it's just so much younger. But dude, that area has always been hit or miss. But I think it's back to hitting again. Do you ever go down there, Lakeview?
Yeah, I go to that. I haven't been to a bar down there in a long time. Last time I went down there was hit up that Mexican restaurant down there. But as far as a bar, what's even down there? The Tin Roof still there?
Yeah, I never go to that place. That's not.
I've been there a long time ago. I heard there's a lot of me down there. That's always been kind of like a fucking thing about that place. But it used to be TC, so it's got a history. But as far as that goes, I don't know anything else down there that I can fucking think of.
TC's, man.
Odie's? I don't know. So, you know what I'm saying?
It was good though.
It was good. So what time did you get in?
Oh gosh, I think it was after midnight. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. Yeah, I think it's after midnight. I couldn't remember exactly. We were down there for a while and had drink all day, so a good time. Enjoyed it. I always I'm up for birthdays for those who like to celebrate.
So not too bad, but also not like a night of the upper deck and getting home at 6 a.m. That's good.
Yeah, but are there any places that are that late anymore? I mean, everybody that I know is. Yeah, I don't think they do that. I would be down for that, but the problem is, like I said, once it gets close to 2 and you're trying to Uber home or find a ride, it's just that's when it starts getting annoying and shit.
Oh, we just drove drunk back in the day.
Man, I can't afford that now. My kids be starving.
I still don't I don't drive drunk, but I mean, back in the day, man, you just had to do that. There wasn't no fucking Uber and calling a yellow cab. You had to fucking be a goddamn gangster of sorts. And if you couldn't do it and, stay your fuck at the house, I guess. But I fucking had night show. I didn't remember how the fuck I got home. And that was pills and alcohol, and that was stupid. But I don't know. I'm not everybody. I hit a different mode when I get behind the wheel, man. So it's like, that's like I'm not a practicing. I'm talking about some back in the day shit. But I know somebody told me it could be the realest video game of your life.
I remember that shit.
And I think he's coming in. What up, my man? How was your weekend, Whis?
That's pretty good. I'm feeling better about my life, yeah. I think I met a girl.
You met a girl?
I met a girl.
You met a girl?
I met a girl.
You met a girl?
I met a girl.
Oh, okay. What? What's her name?
Her name is
You lying to me right now? What the fuck?
I can't remember her name, y'all.
Oh my god.
But I'm just doing what a player is.
All right. Well, glad you're coming in. Whis is in the place, y'all. So this weekend's too damn. I don't even know how the hell you went outside. It was so fucking hot. I didn't even go anywhere. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I also called in today, man. I'm like, I don't feel it. I needed an extra day. Sometimes you just need an extra day. I slept till like 12 o'clock. I'm like, man, I just don't want to do anything today. I don't know. I think I don't know what happened. But yeah, this weekend way too hot, right? So somehow, man, I fucking get down the rabbit hole of like, I don't have TikTok. Do you have TikTok?
I haven't. I never check it. I've never uploaded a TikTok. I don't know how the fuck to do all that shit.
So I don't have it, but there's like YouTube Shorts and Facebook Shorts and that kind of shit is kind of the same thing. And I fucked up and clicked on a couple of vids, man. Went down a rabbit hole for like 5 hours. And man, that shit's gonna be pretty bad, dude. I was like, man, what the hell? I had to put the fucking phone up, man. So, man,
it's easy to do that shit nowadays. I mean, there's so much content out there. Everybody's making content. I guess we're making content on a podcast. I mean, but yeah, it's easy to get lost in that shit, especially TikTok because it's so quick. It's like you watch one, and you're like, well, fuck, that was okay. Then you swipe to another one, and you're like, okay, that was good. Man, time goes by. It'll eat your ass quick up there.
Yeah, dude, that shit can be bad. So I'm not gonna fuck with that for a while, but I was gonna say something, but I kind of forgot. Oh yeah, I did have sex with a girl this weekend.
Oh, you did you?
I did, man. I did. She was so old. She went to retire at Jurassic Park.
I'm not getting any better, y'all. I mean, that one was just not funny at all.
You just mad because you ain't getting no pussy.
I knew it.
Man, just get back with baby then, you bitch.
I'm not doing that shit. She's emotionally abusive.
Oh, man.
Cliff.
Well, I can't believe this. All right. Maybe don't get back with her then. I told you, man. Go to the club.
Are y'all going to the club tonight?
No. It's Monday night. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in my jammies, fool.
Chilling.
Well, you sound doomed to me.
Well, it is what it is. So it was a hot one out there, folks. So you get to the birthday party. Anything else go down that was cool?
Oh, what happened else this weekend? No, I don't think so. It was a good day. Those days, it went by fast. It was a long soccer game, but it was a fun. It was fun trying something different. Like I said, I wouldn't go back to a soccer game. What else happened? Just worked on the yard, as always. Ready for football season. I know it's around the corner. I think I'm counting my weekends down where I actually have TV to watch because I don't really watch that much fucking TV otherwise until football season. Then I make up my year quota in 3 or 4 months.
So you and the Battle Axe don't have any shows that you binge on or anything?
I don't. None. None right now, at least. I watched a couple here and there. I watch old movies that I've seen like 100 times all the time. I think I watched Jarhead this weekend. I'm in bed chilling. You ever seen that movie?
Negative.
Jake Gyllenhaal, and he's a Marine and shit during the Gulf War. It's a pretty good movie. I'll watch Shawshank Redemption now and then. I rotate all my same shit. I'm a predictable fucker sometimes.
So, do you have Netflix?
I do. You know what? I like Netflix. I watched that this weekend. I think that's where Jarhead was at. But man, they're hit or miss.
Have you seen the Johnny Manziel biopic?
Oh no, but I did talk about that a lot this weekend. A couple of buddies had messaged me, and I had seen it. Did you get into it, or have you watched it yet?
I don't have Netflix anymore, man. So I heard
Yeah,
it's like an hour. It's pretty short, but I don't know if I want to see it or not. I don't know if getting back on Netflix is worth that because last time I got Netflix is when that Will Smith that shit happened, and then not then, but later on, Chris Rock dropped his special, and I was like, oh, this might be. He didn't do anything about none of that shit until the very dead end of his set, man. I know, like I should have known better, man. Being in fucking sales and marketing, that's how that would be. But man, it was whack. So I was
right.
like, oh, I'm getting off this shit, fuckers. You
Trying to
got
trick
me.
your
One
ass.
time, yeah, motherfucker, with this bullshit. So I don't really like Netflix, dude. I got Sling and Prime, and I tried to catch fucking some of the preseason action. It was blacked out. How does that work on a fucking streaming service?
Man,
So
they're killing your ass.
I'm ready for some games, man. That's coming up. And college, anyways, is what I mean. I'm ready for pro too, but whatever I can get here, that would be good. Um, so it's coming up soon, folks.
Yeah, there was some good preseason. Watched a little bit of preseason football. I want to see that Johnny Manziel documentary though. You know what? I think that's a good deep dive. I think Manziel could have been a really good player. He had that natural ability. Uh, Man, he had a good personality. He was a superstar, but you can't be. And I don't think it's any fault of his own. He was just thrust in that position, Johnny fucking football. Um, you can't be the superstar practice before you're making those kind of paychecks in the NFL. And I mean, I'm sure he made enough to live on for quite some time, but I think he really had a lot left in him. So I'm gonna have to watch that and see how that is and shit.
Yeah, I bet it's pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah,
Netflix might
everybody
be
says it
fun.
is.
Bullshit. Fuck ass motherfuckers. Oh, oh. Well, see,
What a flick.
Johnny came from money. So what did he need to do? He didn't care. He didn't have a genuine love of football. It's not like he was Peyton Manning or Eli Manning. Those boys came from NFL lineage. They had money, of course, but they're different. They had football blood. They love the game, man. Doesn't matter if they're billionaires, bro. Hunger's not really a thing when it comes to like that and the love of the game. Now, if you got hunger and the love of the game, man, now that's hunger can play into those equations, but not with every player is different. So, with that being said, that's why he didn't make it. He's got no passion, true passion for the game. He just wanted
Uh,
to party, man. He had skills, but doesn't translate to the NFL. NFL is that's a different beast. And he didn't he ain't got the love. He don't have the passion for the game.
yeah,
That's why he failed.
yeah. God, it's such a shame, man, to see someone that natural talent though not have that passion. Because I mean, I think he could have been really good, but it is what it is.
Yeah, buddy. So hopefully it'll cool off next weekend. I'm gonna try to get out and do something. Maybe I don't know. I'm tired of the goddamn hot. Too damn hot, man. Too goddamn hot outside, and I just don't want to go outside.
Yeah, miserably fucking hot. I don't like that shit.
So, man, we had football. Well, there was football. I just didn't get to see any of it. So those days are upon us. It doesn't feel like it, because usually you're gonna associate football with fall weather, and that's just we're in pre seasons, pre times. Do you pull for an NFL team? I know I've asked you this before, but is there anybody you're pulling for this year? or is it just
You know
like
what?
a fantasy
Yeah,
deal?
it's a little bit of a fantasy deal. Last year when I started, it definitely gave me that benefit to watch NFL more. I thought about taking a poll of people that I know that are diehard NFL fans, or they have a team that they're passionate about. I know you're. Would you say you go towards the Raiders, or no? That's not fair assessment.
I mean,
Or
I'm a Raiders fan, but like it's more of an affliction, and so I'm looking for an ancillary team. I think it's Buffalo. They
okay,
just need
fair
a
enough.
good running back, and that fucker got hurt, so I don't know who. I don't know what their running back room looks like at all, but that's what they're missing. Got the
Yeah,
passing game with Josh Allen. He's also the running game. Can't do everything.
yeah. I think I've got fans. I've got Cowboy fan friends. I've got a Giants fan
Oh, they're
friend.
already eliminated from the playoffs. Cowboys already eliminated from the playoffs already.
Already done. Already done.
So they
You
go.
know, some people like the Falcons and shit here. It's not really mine. That's not. No, it's just kind of too predictable. You know what? I need to figure it out. I think to me, my criteria, it has to be a city that I like.
You've never
Vegas
been
with
to
me.
Kansas City.
I've never been to KC, so I can't.
Oh, don't be a Raiders fan. You're in for a long, long years of hurting. I would
It's
go to the team that's like fucking good right now. The Raiders ain't been good since '02, so it's been a 20 plus year stretch. Go for it.
yeah.
I think Kansas City would be a good team for you to root for. Maybe San Francisco team. Maybe the Eagles. That's another one. They got Jalen there. Um, you
Eagles
know,
wouldn't be too bad. I could probably I could probably see. Yeah, I just don't like. I've been to Philly. I'm not a Philly fan. See, it'd have to be a place that I want to go and visit. So I could narrow at least a couple down of my favorite cities. Arizona, the Cards. I like Arizona, Phoenix area, Vegas, but they're
maybe
cursed.
Carolina. They got Bryce. That's team's got to be getting better.
Carolina looks good. Carolina's a big. I think that would be. They're relatively close, so getting up to games wouldn't be too much of an issue. Um, Carolina's a possibility. I like Tennessee Titans just because Derrick Henry. Um, I just man, I don't. Not in love with any teams right now. I'm flirting with some. I'm flirting with being a fan of a team. I wouldn't mind being able to get some swag and follow one every week.
Come on, man. Let's be Bills fans. I'm picking Bills. That's my ancillary team. That's my new team, man. Fuck the Raiders. They suck. Jimmy,
God, Buffalo.
getting Jimmy, man, dumb decision. He's gonna get hurt. He can't stay healthy, man. And I don't even know who else is over there in that quarterback room, but you should not have went with Jimmy G. Unless well, I just don't think you should have. I like Jimmy, man. He just can't stay. He can't. He's just not. He doesn't. Some fucking quarterbacks just can't stay healthy.
Right.
Some can't. Tom Brady, look at that fucker. 20 years in the league. Avocado ice creams. I don't know. Maybe that's it.
Doing it up.
Yeah, Jimmy G fucked porn stars, so I don't know. Maybe that's the that's the difference.
Jimmy G giving no fucks. That's the difference.
I'd definitely go the Jimmy G route. I know that.
Model looking motherfucker, man. He's got it made, but yeah.
Yep.
Can't stay healthy. I'm gonna work on that. I've got a couple of weeks before the season. I need to narrow down a team that I can follow. It's tough. I think my criteria, they've got to have some former Bama players, at least a couple. Carolina checks that box, right?
I think that's going to be an interesting team to watch, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I know he's going to be a starter, dude. He's ready.
Oh, yeah. He's ready. He's got that passion that we talked about. And I think that, I think that'll be fun. I may have to start watching Carolina.
Oh, yeah, folks. So what we're going to do is take a quick break, and then we're coming back with the video game news, folks. We will be right back. Stay tuned. everyone. Let's see. Yeah, weird news and video game news. And I don't know which to do first. Let's see. What kind of weird news we got. World's oldest cross-country skier competes at age 88. This one's by Ben Hooper. Ben Hooper. A Japanese athlete broke her own Guinness World Record by participating in the cross-country skiing 2023 Masters Cup in Austria at age 88. Katsumi Seki was first named the world's oldest competitive cross-country skier when she competed in last year's Japan Masters Championships at age 87. She has now surpassed her own world record. Seki was the only skier at the Austrian event to enter the over category, but her 5-kilometer (3.1 mile) classic style time of 26 minutes and 18 seconds was faster than one woman in the 81 to 85 age category, 3 women in the 76 to 80 category, and 1 woman in the 71 to 75 category. Seki then took the 5-kilometer freestyle event, achieving a time of 29 minutes and 4 seconds, besting the time of 2 women in the 81 to 85 category and 2 women in the 76 to 80 category. The skier said she now has her sights on breaking her own world record again at the February 2024 Masters World Cup in Finland. J.Wiggy.
What it do?
What up?
What up?
You ever been skiing before?
You know what? No, I've been snowboarding. I was really terrible at it, but I've not been skiing. That sounds like a hobby for really rich people.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's definitely takes some money to do that. Got to go way out there and have a bunch of skis and shit.
Man, it's pretty cold, y'all.
Yeah.
Excellent observation.
Oh.
Have you been skiing, Grant Mills? That's the better question. Have you ever given it a try?
Never.
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't, but I don't know. Just had that opportunity hasn't presented itself, and I don't feel the need to be proactive about it either. So that's not like something I want to necessarily do.
No.
Yeah, not really. I don't think so.
Yeah, I tried, but
you've never went skiing. I feel like
No.
you said snowboard. You said snowboard. I'm sorry.
Why don't you fucking listen, dumbass?
You're right. I need to listen better. So snowboarding, was that fun though?
Snowboarding was fun. Like I said, I wasn't good at it. I think towards the end of it, I got okay where I could stand on it and get a little ways down the slope, but nothing impressive. I was not a natural, and I would do it again, but skiing would be easier. I heard it's actually harder because your feet want to go in different directions. So your legs might want to split, and then your ball sack splits open, and I just want to avoid that shit.
That sounds not good.
No.
800-pound butter cow sculpture returns to the Illinois State, folks. Article by Ben Hooper. The Illinois State Fair. This is on YouTube, by the way, if you go under Butter Cow Unveiled at State Fairgrounds. The Illinois State Fair unveiled one of the annual event's most beloved and unusual perennial attractions, an 800-pound cow sculpted from butter. The 102nd Butter Cow was officially unveiled by Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker and Agriculture Director Jerry Costello II at Illinois State Fairgrounds. This year's unveiling ceremony featured Pritzker using a squeegee to wipe the condensation off of the cow's glass case. The current iteration of the Butter Cow depicts the bovine being milked by Illinois dairy farmer Laurie Schultz from Mill R. Moore Dairy in Orangeville. A second sculpture a second sculpture in the same case shows Schultz's granddaughter, Lucy, taking care of a calf. The 2023 butter cow was sculpted by artist Sarah Pratt. Quote, it is a privilege to honor Illinois farm families by sculpting the famous butter cow each year, Pratt said in a news release. This year, it has really come full circle for me personally. My own daughter, Grace, sculpted the additional sculpture of Lucy and her calf. Family is at the heart of Illinois farms, and to be able to honor that while working alongside my 19-year-old daughter, passing down this tradition to her is precious.
Oh,
Hey, can't be hot. End quote.
no.
The Illinois State Fair opens Thursday and runs through August 20th. The butter cow can be observed in real time for the duration of the fair via the state's butter cow webcam. There's a link to this shit, by the way.
I'm going to the butter cow.
That you have to fucking check out the fucking butter cow webcam, you fat asses. I'm gonna click that shit.
I'm looking at this speak. Butter cow.
I'm curious. There it is. What? That's crazy. Are you looking at this?
I'm looking at this shit.
It's just black and white. I guess this is the fucking webcam feed.
Yeah, oh yeah, the butter cam webcam lets you watch a spinning. Okay. Oh yeah. Wait, no, this shit is 2021. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Webcam feed.
I think it's. Is it spinning?
Oh yeah, it is. Now, so what the fuck is wrong with people?
Damn, that's weird.
Yeah,
There's a webcam cow made of butter, and I don't know, is a lady milking this fucking thing? I guess. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's no chance that anybody that's getting traditions passed down that have to do with making a farm animal out of butter, it does not put a lot of time in their personal appearance.
I wish I could see who else is viewing this webcam. It's like a live fucking report. Like 5,200 people are currently viewing the butter cow webcam.
Man, at 5,200, goddamn.
It's like fucking peeping this thing. I wonder.
90% of the motherfuckers from Iowa.
This shit's weird, man. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's.
I shot a butter one time.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
It sucked.
I bet it did.
True story.
Butter fucking cow. What is happening?
Yeah.
It's pretty. That's one of the more weird webcams I've ever viewed.
I do, man. Do you remember back in the day? They would have like the webcams you could view like sites and things like that, and they would refresh like every minute and shit. Yeah. I remember we were
or something like that. City Cam.
Yeah, City Cam. Look at them in high school and stuff like that. We thought it was like so amazing. We could look at another city and like you refreshed it every minute. And it's like grainy as hell, all pixels and shit. Well, we're looking at New York City. Yeah, technology.
Man, where they were taking a shit.
We were not privy to the butter cow back then, though. Unfortunately,
no butter cow webcam back then.
Fuck no. Now we live in the 21st century. Goddamn, there's butter cow webcams everywhere.
Who thought of that? I'm like wondering, like, what kind of brainstorming session was this? A butter cow webcam.
They put a lot of thought into this shit.
Why? Because I was looking at it, I didn't see many ads on this thing, so it's like, why do I don't understand.
Yeah,
it's just like the fucking, and it's a .gov website, so
Jesus.
That's even more weird that it's, a government website. So yeah, That's
Makes
their
it
tax
worse.
dollars at work, folks. The fucking butter cow fucking webcam. That's some of what you're paying for. All right. Well, in other news, we're gonna turn. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do some fucking video game news. Did you ever get into Assassin's Creed?
You know what? I did not. And I don't know why, because it seems like a game I would really be into. But no, I didn't, unfortunately.
Okay. I don't know if I want to do that story because it's kind of nerdy shit. I mean, we do nerdy shit here. That's what we do. But
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm just not very interested. Remember the game Quake?
I do remember Quake. Yeah. Cool game.
Quake 2 remaster out now, supports 8-player split screen on Xbox PC. The classic ID, this is by Zag Zwing, article credit. The classic ID software shooter Quake 2 is back and looking better than ever in a new remaster that's out now on all major platforms. And for folks playing an Xbox Series XS and PC, you'll be able to invite 7 of your best friends over to play together on one hopefully big screen while you don't talk to any girls and get no pussy. August 10th marked the start of QuakeCon. I'm just playing. I love playing video games too, but I thought that'd be funny. August 10th, the start of QuakeCon, the annual, was that one ID? IID? I don't know. Sponsored fan-focused event featuring LAN parties,
No.
press conference. I guarantee no like hot women have ever been to a LAN party unless they're
Hell no.
getting a check somehow. Press conferences and more. And to mark the start of this popular con, ID Software and Bethesda announced the release of the previously rumored Quake 2 remaster. Originally released in 1997, Quake 2 was the follow-up to the tremendously successful Quake, which is one of the first fully 3D person shooters ever made. The sequel changed up the narrative and setting, moving the action to space and introducing the Strogg, deadly aliens who would appear in later Quake titles, including the forgettable Quake 4. While Quake 2 is sometimes overshadowed by its multiplayer-focused sequel, Quake 3 Arena, it is still a fun game that pushed graphics forward, in particular with its robust support for some of the earlier 3D graphics cards. And now, the classic game has been remastered and released across PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, Switch, and PC. I might do a review on this next week.
I think you should. I think Quake's a cool game. I remember playing it. I remember it kind of had that Doom element to it. Cool game. I mean, I can't say I was like always on top of, but I like Bethesda. They make some good shit, and yeah, and I love Doom when it first came out. So yeah, I think bust out some Quake reviews.
Hopefully, it won't fuck up my like. Sometimes when I play those first-person games now, I don't know. It starts fucking with my fucking. I get dizzy and shit. It's weird, and so it just depends on what game it is.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I know. So hopefully it doesn't do that. I can't remember. I think the Vice City trilogy or GTA trilogy. She had Vice City and the other games on it, dude. I tried to play that, man. That was kind of throwing me. Like if I played it for a long time, like I started feeling like nauseated. So hopefully that won't happen with this one.
Did you play, like, when you play GTA, I know Red Dead Redemption 2, you can play third-person mode where you see the character, you can play first-person. Do you, if you have the option, do you prefer to play first-person or do you play third-person?
I think I was playing third-person when I started feeling nauseated. I didn't even put it in first-person. Maybe I should have done that.
Goddamn, Vice City, man. You must have been doing them Miami drugs and shit.
Yeah, I bought the trilogy and it just got released, and I was like, I never really checked it out in its heyday, so why not? But
what's on the trilogy? Is it Vice City and 3 probably?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
maybe
1,
4.
2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3, I think.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Shit.
Yeah, and like I said, that was the only one I played, and it was pretty cool. But like I said, dude, I couldn't. I started feeling weird, man. I stopped playing it. So
good idea.
Maybe I ought to go back and try first person. But this Quake 2, I'm definitely, since it's on the Switch, man, that's an easy download. We'll probably do that, man, and do some reminiscing. Because you're right, man. Doom was one of those I didn't get sick on, and it's first person, and you know. So we'll do it next week. I'll do a review of the Quake 2, the remaster, unless it hasn't dropped yet, and it's I can't remember what the fuck I said on this. If it hasn't, but okay, it is out now. Duh. Yeah, it's out now. So what I'll do is check that out later on tonight or this week or whatever, and we'll have a review next week. Look, there's some stuff. There's some new features or other features in the remaster. Like I know we talked about 8-player split screen. That's pretty rare. It seems like it shouldn't be, but we know all the ultra nerds out there and competitive what the fuck is it? Esports.
Competitive eating.
That's an oxymoronic word if I ever heard one. Esports. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Bullshit.
Stupid. So let's see. Other features included in the new Quake 2. It includes the original Quake 2, the N64 version, all the original expansions and multiplayer maps, plus a new campaign developed by Machine Games, aka the folks behind the modern Wolfenstein games. I remember those. I played the fuck out of those.
Good shit. Good shit.
That was good shooter. That's like some of the top shooter games, or the old ones, kind of making the way for Call of Duty and how popular those are. I'm surprised I didn't get into those Call of Duties, man. Like really fell off just probably and those are so much more advanced than any of the Dooms and stuff, but still came off of that kind of idea. Everything got more and more fucking better, or it's like fucking crazy shit now, but that started from these games. It looks like there's a 16-player cross-play PvP online co-op, gyro control on Switch and PS4, PS5, widescreen displays, and includes restored cut content, including unreleased maps. So it's like a lot of features. I'll do a review on the game and the features, and we'll get you guys right. We'll tell you if you should buy it or not, because that's why we're to help you out. Oh yeah, I love my nerds. You know what I mean? I'm here
Shout
for
out to
you.
the nerds.
Shout out to
Esports,
the nerds.
What are they called? I mean, no joke aside, is it e-athletes or like virtual athletes? Man,
that's really dumb.
That shit. That's horrible. I mean, y'all ain't athletes. Listen, and I just got to go on a little bit of a rant. I mean, esports, man, that's bullshit. But here's the thing: I respect you. If you can find a way to make a ton of money, there's plenty of you guys out there that do. Playing video games or nerding it up, more power to you. I respect it, but I'm not going to say esports because I'm an athlete. So, you're a professional video game player.
It's the same thing with the competitive eating. I would put them in put esports people and the competitive eating people in the category of competitor. They're definitely competitors.
I agree.
There's a form of exertion there, but not athletic exertion.
No,
that is a different classification, and it does not pertain to esports nor competitive eating.
Yeah, the competitor. I like that. You're a competitor, but you're not an athlete. And anybody that says otherwise, if you're an sports athlete, man, just I want to see your training regimen. What? Go to the TV, turn the shit on, start rocking and rolling. Which again, I mean, if you're making money at it, and that's what you do, I respect it. I'm not saying I don't. But
I mean, there's an element of endurance in both of those. Fuck. I don't know if I want to say sports or competitive events. Competitive. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Well, there's endurance in those two things, right? You got to goddamn endure all that food, eating all that shit. Maybe you have to endure a lot of video game playing, and depending on what you're doing, eye strain. I don't know. Long periods of time behind a screen, maybe.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely an element to it. You know what? They need to rank how the sporting world ranks the training and the toughness of different sports. Because years ago, people were advocating to get NASCAR drivers, athletes and stuff. And I agree. I think they are, but I think it's kind of falls under that category of a motorsport. Don't get me wrong. I did a simulator once, and dude, holding that fucking car, and that's just a simulator. That's tough. I definitely think there's some strain there. You got to train. It's hot as fuck. You're risking your life. But I mean, I still don't put that on the same training regimen as, say a UFC fighter or a football player. It's still a motorsport. I don't have to break all this down into caveats and shit. I just think that to each their own, I guess. But I think when you rank those tiers, uh, you know, UFC fighter, NASCAR guy, competitive hot dog eater, and then video game player. I think there's some levels to this. But hey, and as always, if you guys are any of those and you're making money at it and you're happy, more power to you because you're doing much better than I am.
Some of those guys make fucking millions. Those esports guys, man, they can. It's crazy. It is
Yeah.
getting fucking crazy.
Yeah, and my fucking hat's off to you. If you found a way to shit, if I could sit home and play NC 14 all day or some revamped, shit, I would do it. Ain't no way in hell I wouldn't.
You think it would take the fun out of it though if you had to play it for like 14 hours straight, like strapped
Yeah,
into a fucking like body simulator or something? Or maybe if you had to do it 14 hours straight on the VR, that might be kind of weird.
I think so.
Some element to it that you're not gonna like.
Yeah, and you know what? What takes it away from me, honestly, is the fact that a lot of those guys that play when I used to play online NCAA back in the day, people that were really good that were like kicking everybody's ass online, they don't even play the game the way it's intended to be played. I mean, they'll find a weird hack or glitch or a route that works every time that takes advantage of some loophole. Like they'll run punt block on every play, and it kills your quarterback instantly or something. It does take the fun out of that. Dude, just play the way it's intended to be fucking played.
Hell yeah. Fucking Madden 24 is about to come out.
Sweet.
Is there there's no new news on NCAA, I don't think.
You know what? I checked it earlier. Yeah, it's tumbleweeds right now. I think we're standing still next summer. Yeah, nothing new, nothing exciting. No changes from the last time we discussed the NIL. That they're planning on putting NIL and transfer portal in the game. So no big updates on that. I think that they did talk about using. This was rumor, not from EA, about some concerns using the Madden engine, which I think would really not be fun. Yeah. Do you like Madden?
I don't. Yeah, I do actually. So I wouldn't have a
Okay.
problem with that. If they did a good translation, I think I wouldn't have a problem with that. I like Madden.
I like. I like. I'll play it, and maybe it's just because it's NFL and I'm more of a college guy, but I prefer the way NCAA old habits die hard. You know what I'm saying? I like how they had it was a little. Yeah, it was a little more fluid. Yeah, I like that. Whereas Madden, dude, I'll play it. I'm not gonna say I won't and shit, but I think it's also consistent with college NFL. To be fair, I mean, like you said, raw, a little more. Just felt different. Madden's really quick, like quicker game, but that's also NFL football. So I need to get Madden though, because I used to like to transfer my NCAA players, let them graduate and pick them in the draft in Madden. That shit was kind of fun, and that was cool as fuck when I started doing that.
I'm gonna go a bit off topic here. Have you caught up on any of the Dark Side of the Ring episodes?
No, I watched some bits of some of the past ones, but I haven't. I'm curious what you got on the plate because I have been watching a lot of pro wrestling YouTube videos.
Well, the season finale was last week, last Tuesday, and it was Marty Jannetty. Yeah, the Rockers, right?
Yeah.
So this one was good, actually. He was a bit of a crazy bastard. Had a lot of chances and just he couldn't get out of his own way. So I was watching this thing, and first I felt bad about like how he it was kind of like first of all, he was a fuck up. Marty Jannetty was a fuck up, dude. He was a fuck up, and you kind of can't blame Sean for wanting to get away from that when he broke up the Rockers, right? There was probably a lot of people upset. Did you like the Rockers back in the day, or was that a little bit early for you?
A little before my time, but I think Shawn Michaels was probably my favorite superstar initially, and I mean, he was probably the first superstar that I remember and was a huge fan of. So yeah, I was a big Shawn Michaels fan. But going back and knowing what I know now, I could see why he wanted to distance himself from Marty Jannetty for sure.
Do you remember the Brutus the Barber beefcake, like the whole thing when they broke?
Yeah, the barbershop and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
he gave him the sweet chin music through the plate glass.
They had the beefcake. Wait a minute, Brutus Barber beefcake. Okay, yeah, that's right. I keep on getting him and the fucking British Bulldog confused.
Damn,
I know. So his wife was on there that was supposedly a manager, right? I forgot what her fucking name was. I don't remember her. And Jimmy Cornette. I was listening to his podcast, and he was kind of saying the same thing. He doesn't ever remember her managing, and I don't either.
No, can't say that I. Weird.
But in the fucking episode, she, was just kind of acting like she knew Marty and like was there the whole time. I don't know, like she was a manager. I'd never seen her, but maybe she was. I mean, I'm not a. But then Jimmy said the same thing, and so.
Yeah, he would know better than I would. Is that like one of those?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, things where you remember something wrong, like Sinbad being in a genie movie or some shit. You know what I'm talking about? Where you what the fuck is that called? That weird fucking phenomena. I don't know, ghost memories or whatever. Everybody remembers it and shit. God damn it, there's a term for it, and I have to forget while I'm on the podcast. Everybody has a podcast. You know what I'm talking about though, because it seems like it could have happened, and maybe I remember it, but
like when David Schwimmer won. I don't.
Ba-doo-cha!
That was actually funny as fuck. I was listening to that earlier. I was like, God damn it, that's fucking hilarious.
That shit,
I wish he would have won a fucking WWF title. That would have been a great crossover. Fucking
God damn. There you go.
David Schwimmer. He's funny as fuck though. I know you're not a Friends guy. That's not you. But that's one of those shows that I can just put on, and I've seen. I got that shit memorized like that. That one, 2.5 Men, before Ashton, Parks and Rec. Those shows, I can fucking recite to you what they're gonna say before they say it. Like,
that's funny as shit.
Yeah, like that's how like fucking much I've watched those fucking shows.
I can't say I hate Friends. Every time I watch Friends, I realize that it's kind of one of those things I came into late because I was a little young at the time.
It's not really your era. It's not really your era, I guess. You didn't watch it. I watched it while it was fucking on, not reruns. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And I remember when I was in 7th grade, and they were talking about like, God, it had to been like mid-season or coming to an end at that point. And I was like 7th fucking grade, and I was like, man, these people are like old on this show. Not realizing now that they're fucking young looking as fuck and stuff. I think
I was 24. Wait a minute. Yeah, I was 24 when that ended.
When it ended, okay, so I'm a couple years younger than you. So
it was 04.
How long was it on? Was it 10 years?
10. It did 10. 10. Was it 9 or 10? It was 9 or 10.
Yeah, so I would have been about 10 when it started and kicked off. So most of it, I would have been teen. I couldn't relate to that shit. Now I can. If it's on, I'll watch it occasionally. But I can see the appeal.
Here's the thing about that show. You need to go back and watch it very beginning all the way through. And I will say that the best seasons of that show is going to be seasons 1 through I'm gonna say 1 through 5 are the best ones because in the first 4 to 5 seasons, it's like it's just a fucking like different show. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
fun. It's and then they start getting into more serious shit like having kids and like that. That kind of fucking shit, and it's still good. And I was still vested in it because I fucking was a Friends fan and that kind of shit. But just like from a fucking standpoint of the show in general, like yeah, seasons 1 through 5, the best shit. And also like that's kind of like that with other shows for me too. So, but yeah, that's a fucking great fucking show.
I need to
And
watch. You know what? You know what show I watched that I never thought I would like, that my parents liked when I was a kid, that I never thought I'd get into, and I did, was Cheers.
oh god, Cheers sucks.
I knew you were going to
Fuck,
say that.
I hate that shit. That's the worst show I've ever seen in my life. That
God
shit
damn it.
sucks. That shit sucked. I don't know how the fuck you watch that old dumb shit.
I bet the Cheers.
That's like on the level of MASH. MASH and Cheers. It's got to be
Oh,
two of
man.
the worst fucking shows I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
I bet the Cheers bar squad whoop David Schwimmer's ass.
They might, man, but that show still sucked. I don't know how the hell you watch that dumb shit.
Didn't okay, and I had to agree to disagree, but didn't Whis Creaver watch the Franklins?
What? The Franklins? What is that shit?
Oh god, I'm trying to remember the real name of that fucking show. The Parkers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all. I almost got in a fight with some dumbass bitch about that shit one time.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. The Parkers. That shit's stupid. I never watched that old shit. They had that fat comedian woman, Monique or whatever. She sucked. I never liked her ass.
Oh yeah, she's terrible. Franklins.
Shit. Sanford and Son is cool, and that was one of those old shows. I can watch that because it's fucking funny as shit.
Sanford and Son, like, good show. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious. But yeah, a lot of those old shows suck though.
What about All in the Family?
I never really watched it. I'm not sure. I never really got into it.
I think a lot of it is I when I was a kid, like go to bed and you hear your parents watching that shit, and I don't know. Some of them were good. My parents loved Nick at Night. God, you remember Nick at Night? That was an excellent lineup of programming.
What would they show? Like the Honeymoon? That one was. I never followed the Honeymooners, but I don't think it was a bad show.
No, I don't think so either. God, they had some weird shows too, like F Troop on there, and that was actually kind of fun. Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Because it really sucked. Bonanza. That shit sucked bad.
Oh, Bonanza, terrible. My parents used to. I remember. I'd be home from school and get sick and shit. I had to stay with my grandma, and I remember that bullshit going on. I'd be like, oh god, that just sounded horrible.
Man, I fool got put in pasta and Jello. That fucking show sucked, dude. I hated that shit. Yeah, I hated it. How rusty Technicolor fucking like shit. You could tell that shit was like done in black and white, and then they went back and man, that shit looked like ass. I hated that fucking show.
Dun, 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 whatever the fuck.
Yeah, those shows like that and like fucking Hazel and like all these other fucking stupid shows.
Hazel.
Man. Yeah, you don't remember that one? Hazel? That was another fucking stupid ass show.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah. So a lot of dumbass shows back in the day, man, that sucked ass. I Love Lucy, another stupid ass show.
That's overrated and shit. I didn't even think she was that damn funny.
Not really, man. It was just she was like for her time, man.
Right.
She just got lucky, man. She was in her time. And dumbass people thought that shit was really hilarious back then. So it's just what it is. So
old Lucy.
And old movies suck too, man. I don't fuck with old movies. Old black and white bullshit ass. Every time I see a fucking black and white movie, dude, I instantly fall asleep, man. I can't watch that dumb shit. It's just like a lot of there, Carrie. What are we gonna do?
I've tried
that shit.
Yeah, I've tried giving it, like, people are like, oh, you got to watch this shit. You know, you got to give this shit a chance. You got to do it. You got to try. And I'm like, you know what? All right, I'll try. Like Citizen Kane or
Oh yeah, that's
uh,
supposed to be really good, man. That shit sucks.
yeah,
Shit terrible. The
man,
boringest fucking shit I've ever seen in my fucking life.
fucking Roger Ebert over here.
And like To Kill a Mockingbird, oh, it's a classic. That shit fucking suck. Fuck Gregory Peck, old ass. I don't give a fuck about no To Kill a Mockingbird ass shit. Boring as hell. I want to see naked bitches and like shit blowing up, dude. That's what I like.
No shit.
Funny shit.
Yeah, it's got to be relative to the
About a
time.
bunch of shit in a movie. I gotta think all day anyway. You know what I mean? Like, let me chill and decompress.
I actually will take one back. You know what? There is one old ass show, and I watched it as a kid. I haven't seen it in forever, but I could actually watch it a little bit. That shit was funny. The Three fucking Stooges. The motherfuckers.
Oh, well, they're different.
Yeah,
they're not even. They're different.
Those motherfuckers had their moment. I remember watching one of them, man, talking about how old the special effects were. They threw a pineapple at somebody. You clearly saw a damn string on that shit. Going around and shit, and you could see it going up and down. They didn't even put any effort into it. I guess that's all they had, though. They didn't have ways to CGI that shit. They just had to rock and roll with the string attached to the pineapple.
That's like the only kind of black and white that can appeal to like kids now, because they're just so fucking funny and do dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, kids like that shit. Everybody likes the Stooges, right? So.
Oh yeah, slapstick, man. But that's impressive, though. You think about them motherfuckers started in well, I think they really got together in like the 19 teens or some shit. But really, 20s, 30s, and things like that, man. You're still holding their own for 100 fucking years and still funny. That's hard to do.
Isn't Mo guy, y'all?
I don't know, man. Because like, what do they say? Like, oh, you a couple of mo's? Is that where that come from? Is that where that come from?
I don't know. A couple of mo's. Where the fuck you going? People saying a couple of mo's.
That's like an old school thing. Like, oh man, those guys are a couple of mo's. You know what I mean? Like, it's like an old school, like, word for gays, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, mo's.
Like, yeah, there's a couple of mo's over there. I wonder where they got that from.
Man,
it's a weird saying.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm down. Maybe it's probably not related at all, but I'm just
maybe it's short for homo, as in homosexual.
Oh, well, duh. You know what? That's obvious.
It took me a second though.
You're fucking dumb. You didn't know pills or something? You fucking dope addict.
No, dude, that actually makes way more sense. I feel like I should have fucking got that.
Yeah, I don't think they're talking about the old Jewish guy from the first.
I don't think so either. Homos, yeah, that makes way more sense. Yeah, Dance Monday, folks. Here at Everybody Has a Podcast, man. I have not been drinking, by the way. No beers for me. No Miller Lite beers for me. I did not buy a case earlier.
Oh, well, cheers.
Ray, you drinking on anything tonight?
You know what? Not tonight. I drank a little bit last night, and you know what? I need to though. You know what? I really do. I need to start getting my my tolerance back up for football season, because I don't feel like I have what I had last year. I've been cutting it back, and I don't think that's a great thing.
So
gotta build
not
it back
drinking
up.
tonight.
Nah, not tonight. It's been a long ass Monday. I'm ready to.
You don't
chill.
drink beers, though. Like when you come home, you don't like grab a beer.
You know what? That's dependent. If I go outside and do some work, hell yeah, please, man. They like, people have those little images online where they talk about the best beers and shit, and yard work beer. I think you got to have that kind of shit, stuff like that after mowing the grass and stuff. But yeah, not every day, but depends on what I'm doing.
I feel you, man. I just drank a couple of beers a day. I'm not really, I don't put beer and liquor as the same thing, even though they're both alcohol.
No, I don't either. Yeah,
I don't even like beer that much. But I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that. Sounds stupid as me thinking Mo was the the gay Jewish dude. So fuck, I don't know. God, man, what the hell? How the hell? You know what? It's because I never say the word homosexual. I'm not like, hey, you homosexual. That's not a word that like I think about a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's like a word.
Had you used that word a lot? Those
No.
homosexuals.
It seems like such a dated
I usually
thing.
say like, fag. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, folks. Hey, ho, 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 ho.
Send your complaints to Grant Mills.
Care of Whis Creaver, P.O. Box 666.
Yeah, it does seem like a dated term though. I remember when I was like a kid and like somebody on the bus was like calling another dude a homo as an insult, and like it seems like a very dated way of a dated slur.
I thought it was just a technical term for a gay dude,
I think the way they emphasize homo, and then I guess they shortened it to Mo's. So.
That's crazy how that can be deemed derogatory of the like technical, like homosexual. I'll just shorten this word, and by me doing that now, it's offensive.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. It seems like an odd tradition to me.
Fucking teenagers.
It seems like it should be just more about being easier, Homosexual. Yeah. That's a lot of syllables. Homo, 2 syllables, but yet now instead of it being just a simple thing, it's insulting. So I don't know. I don't know. People get shit twisted. I don't have a problem with homosexuals, by the way. I'm just saying. We're just simply stating facts here, folks, here at the show. We love everybody, especially video game playing nerds, man. You know what I mean, man? You been playing on any games besides NCAA revamped, or is that your main deal?
That's been my main deal, but man, you know what? The more I had another friend mention talking about the Switch. I need to get one.
I thought you had one.
My daughter has one, but
yeah, okay, yeah, it's at your ex baby mama house. I didn't know. Yeah. I thought the younger baby had one, but I don't guess.
No,
she too young to play that shit.
She probably is too young. I do get on Steam. Let my nephew use my account and download some of the old computer games. He got down on some Civilization 5, and I've played that before. That game's kind of fun, but it's just a long-winded, world conquering game and shit. It's fun, but it's one of those. If you start that game, man, you ain't gonna be finished that shit for days.
So pretty long, huh?
Yeah, good shit though. I like that.
Hell yeah, dude. That show's fucking, what's the name of it again?
Civilization 5.
Civilization 5. Well, I don't know. Okay, now just playing. I thought you was talking about something else. Is that like The Sims or like Railroad Tycoon?
I've never played Railroad Tycoon. I used to love a lot of the Tycoon games and The Sims, actually. That came out when I was like 15. That shit was kind of fun. No, it's you start as like cavemen and shit. You learn, you find like you how to mine and shit over time, and you become a civilization like America or Japan or whatever, Hitler, if you want to. And then you build military stuff. Then if you want to like develop diplomatic relations with other civilizations, you can. Or if you just want to start bombing the fuck out of them, you can do that too. Kind of fun.
That sounds kind of fun. It does sound kind of fun. I never really got into those kind of games. I never really got into The Sims. Not really. But we're going to do King's Quest 6, folks. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is a Sierra Online game developed by Sierra Online. King's Quest 6 air today, gone tomorrow. is a point-and-click adventure game first released in 1992 as the sixth installment in the King's Quest series, produced by Sierra Online, written by Roberta Williams and Jane Jensen. King's Quest VI is widely recognized as the high point in the series for its landmark 3D graphic introduction movie created by Kronos Digital Entertainment and professional voice acting Hollywood actor Robbie Benson provided the voice for Prince Alexander and the game's protagonist. King's Quest VI was programmed in Sierra's creative interpreter and was the last King's Quest game to be released on a floppy disk. The CD-ROM version of the game was released in 1993, including more character voices, a slightly different opening movie, and more detailed artwork and animation. The name of the sequel is a pun on the common phrase, here today, gone tomorrow. The pun is related to the abrupt departure of Prince Alexander after the king's events of King's Quest V, where he was just rescued by King Graham along with Princess Cassima, who asked Alexander to visit her at the end of the game. Now, King's Quest VI is a 2D graphic adventure game with point-and-click interface. The player is given a icon-based toolbar at the top of the screen of selectable functions: walk, look, action, and talk. It also includes the item inventory and a game options menu. This is the second in the game in the series to feature this interface, which was introduced in the immediate predecessor, King's Quest V, as a new feature of the CI1 version of Sierra's creative interpreter game engine, or Sierra's interpretive adventure. Sierra's interpreter engine, goddammit. Previous titles in the series featured a text parser, which players had to type commands and actions instead of selecting them on the screen. Gameplay involves solving puzzles. These include logic puzzles, interacting with characters either by dialogue or usage of collect items. One of the puzzles requires consulting the booklet Guidebook to the Land of the Green Isles, which is included in the game's package. Aside from providing additional background to the game's setting, this booklet serves as part of the game's copy protection. The player will not be able to pass the puzzles on the cliffs of logic that guard the Isle of the Sacred Mountain without information from the booklet. The booklet also includes a poem encoding the solution to one of the puzzles in the labyrinth on the island. In the re-release edition, the guide is part of the manual released on the game's CD. Solving the puzzles in the game usually requires traveling between the islands that make up the game world, which is accompanied by means of a magic map. Although a magic map had not been used in earlier games of the series, such as King's Quest III, its implementation in King's Quest VI was different from earlier games, and that it was only used for travel between islands, which could not be reached using the walking pace. Man, I don't think you played this one, did you?
I didn't play that one. Sounds good though. I like the pun. Air today. Well, is that air today, gone tomorrow?
Yeah. This game was pretty cool because it was more like an RPG game, with the way it played out, and plus just the goddamn, King's Quest. That sounds like a, RPG. Technically, it's in this, technically it's an adventure game, but it also plays like an RPG. One thing that's cool is like when you talk to people, it's got like actual voiceovers instead of just like, the text. Thought that was kind of cool.
I liked back in the NES days, and you talk to somebody and have the text, but they'd be saying like weird shit, like like just making noises sound like that Charlie Brown adult motherfuckers and shit.
Oh yeah, this ain't like that though. This shit's fucking straight as fuck. But those games were fun too, cause
yeah,
I don't know, they just were, but definitely some funny ass shit.
Yeah, they couldn't be recording that shit back in the day and stuff. So, props to they made it work back in the day. But yeah, when they actually have a voiceover, that's really cool.
This one also has multiple endings. So, a significant aspect of the story and gameplay is the option for the player to receive different endings based on choices made during the course of the game. Partway through the game, the player has the option to pursue either the short path or the long path with more puzzles and a more satisfying ending. Upon completing either path, the player is given a clue about what choices would have led to the other ending. Endings contain many minor variables based on optional tasks. Almost half the game's quests are optional and may have multiple solutions, and the open world design allows players to choose the order. So that's cool.
Yeah. I think any game that has like alternate endings, especially back in the day, that was always appealing to me. I mentioned that before on the show, but we talked about replay value, and uh, you didn't really get that a ton back then. Most games were really linear, so when you had a game that had a replay value where you could change the ending, I don't know, there was something. God, I don't want to say the word magical, but there was something. Well, you know what? Let's just go with cool. There was something really cool about that.
You're a nerd.
I knew it.
Oh, well, that is cool actually, because like you said, most games didn't have that. It looks like they went with the little booklet clues and shit. It was kind of cool too. The way you played it was cool. It's a little, like I said, those games are different, and they had their own thing. As far as a lot of those games in that time period with that company, and this is a popular series too back then. I remember going into the fucking video game stores. They would have PC games too, and they would just have a ton of Sierra online titles
Oh yeah,
back in those days, man.
all
And
the
so
big games. That was them. Sierra was killing it.
they're definitely making fucking. They were definitely making fucking money back then. So went back and like I said, played this bad boy on Steam because they had all that shit, and I'm gonna. I will say, man, first when I first started playing it, I was like, "This sucked," but then, man, I don't know. I started getting kind of more cool as I went through it. So I'm gonna go 3 out of 5 on that. 2.5, no, 2.5 to 3. I'll just say 3 really as the official rating. When it came out, they're getting 4 and 5, but I'm also taking into account that I'm taking into the account of like me playing it today as well, so that might take off a star. When
Yeah,
I played
I
it back
mean,
then, I probably would 4 out of 5.
I think that's fair though. I mean, some games you want to see the longevity of them, and are they still good today? It's like we were talking about with TV shows that are still relevant today. So you know what? I think that's a fair factor. You got to consider it for the time, but at the time, is it still fun? And many of them are. Some of them aren't.
Yeah. Man, college football's on the horizon.
I
It's coming
know.
fast.
I'm ready for it.
You ready?
But do you?
Saturday, August 26th is when we will have matchups in the college football. Football. You know what? We might can go ahead and do some NFL picks though. We'll do preseason picks. These ain't official, but why not?
Yeah, throw out some. I got some. Yeah, preseason don't matter. Nothing. Preseason does not reflect real shit.
Oh, girl, in trouble if you. Let's see. Preseason. We're gonna be looking at week 2. Let's go. Let's go. Yep, week 2. Week 2. Looking at Thursday, August 17th. We got Cleveland at Philly. Oh, what do you think?
I'll go Philly on that for sure.
We're not going to really keep track of this since it's pre-season. We're just doing this for fun. I'm going Philly. Friday, we got Carolina. Wait a minute, Whis, what do you think?
Cleveland, yeah. Well, the home team. I'm from here.
All right, let's go ahead and go Friday, August 18th, Carolina and New York.
Let's go Carolina.
I'm gonna go Carolina.
I'm going Carolina, yeah.
And then Cincinnati and Atlanta.
Cincy.
I'm Cincy.
I'm going ATL, yeah.
Saturday, August 19th. There's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's kind of fun, though. I like this shit.
All right, fuck it. Let's go through these. Jacksonville at Detroit.
Jacksonville.
Go on Jacksonville.
Don't JV, yeah.
Miami at Houston.
Miami.
I'm going LA, yeah.
I'm gonna go. Since it's preseason, I'll just say Houston to be stupid. Buffalo at Pittsburgh.
Oh, gotta go Buffalo.
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
I'm going Buffalo.
Chicago at Indianapolis.
Chi-Town.
I'm gonna go Indy on this one. They both suck.
I'm going Chicago.
Tampa at New York Jets.
Tampa.
I'm gonna go Tampa.
New York City, yeah.
New England at Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I love Jordan Love, yeah. Green Bay.
Green
Bay. I'm gonna go New England. I think they got a new OC. Better than having a DC as OC. Tennessee at Minnesota.
Tennessee.
I'm gonna go Minnesota.
Kirk Cousins, yeah. Minnesota.
You know he's probably not gonna play though.
I'm gonna go Minnesota anyway, yeah.
All right, Kansas City at Arizona.
Arizona. Well, Kansas City probably, but Arizona. I'm trying to pull for, so I'm gonna go Arizona. Fuck it, I'm just throwing stupid shit out.
I'm gonna go KC.
KC, yeah.
Denver at San Francisco.
Denver.
I'm going San Fran.
I'm going San Fran, yeah.
Las Vegas at Los Angeles Rams.
I'm gonna go Rams.
Yeah. I'm going Las Vegas, yeah.
I'm gonna go Rams. Fuck the Raiders. I'm tired of this.
I'm
Dallas at Seattle.
Seattle.
I'm gonna go Seattle.
I'm going Cowboys. Is Jimmy Johnson still there?
Oh man.
Sunday on the 20th, New Orleans at Los Angeles Chargers.
New Orleans.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
I'm going New Orleans, yeah.
And then we have Baltimore at Washington.
You know what? Let's go Ravens.
Ravens.
I'm going Ravens, yeah. I love Lamar Jackson. Pretty cool.
All right. That's NFL picks, folks. Yeah, we're getting into a little bit of football. So, yeah. Man.
It's exciting. You know what? I actually, thinking about the Ravens, that was a team I liked briefly because I'm a huge Edgar Allan Poe fan. I like the color. Kind of has that Undertaker purple vibe, a little black too. Ray Lewis back in the day.
Did you see the 30 for 30 on them?
I didn't. Was it good?
That was pretty good. I know Saragusa died that long ago.
Oh, man. Yeah, he did. He actually had a tiny role in The Sopranos, one of my favorite all-time TV shows. Goose. But, you know what, though? I've been to Baltimore. I had to work there for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, a couple years ago, and I just did not like Baltimore whatsoever. No offense to our Baltimoreans.
It's a shithole.
Yeah, it was not that cool. Went by the stadium, and one side of the stadium was really nice and good houses, cool things, and then the other side was just seemed like crime central. So yeah, I have to have a city that I want to go to, and I have to eliminate Baltimore from that. So
Hell, you've already been there.
Yeah, I'm in there and I wouldn't go back. Hell, I lived there practically for 2.5 weeks. So, yeah, not my style. So I can safely eliminate the Ravens from contention on my NFL team.
Howdy go.
I feel you, man. I feel you on that. Folks, we're going to have college football shit coming up soon. So the show, we're going to be just packed with content. Fools talking about all kind of shit. Yeah.
We'll get pick'ems next week because the 26th, we got 6 games or some shit.
Ooh, that's going to be cool. Going to have official pick'ems starting up. So hopefully we'll get some fall weather somehow, but I just don't know since this is traditionally the hottest fucking month of the year out this way.
Shit, terrible.
Maybe we'll get blessed with early fall weather. I would love that. So
My girl's calling. I gotta go, yeah.
he go.
He gone.
He's such a character. So, well, you know what? Let me do something real quick. You have anything you want to cover before we start winding this bad boy down tonight, J.Wiggy?
Oh, you know what? Did I have anything off the? You know what? I don't. I don't have anything that I can add. I think we're so close to college football, and that's really, that's where we shine. Shine everywhere. Video games, weed talk. Whis Creaver doesn't do shit, but he's gone now. So, I think we're close there. I did see Pete Rose was at Alabama talking to Saban. So maybe that's a sign of things to come. Maybe Saban will get kicked out of college football for gambling on Alabama. Talked about soccer. Yeah, I talk about soccer games. How that was not that cool. So you know what? I am cashed tonight. I'm excited. I do have some stuff coming up for football season. I think I've got some good commentary next week as we have game previews going on. But you know what? It's been a good one. It's been a fun one. We both had a good relaxing weekend. And I'm going to leave it at that, Grant Mills.
I'm going to start up the Cutlass one time. So I know we about to get on out of here tonight, folks. J.Wiggy, you have a final thought or a quotation for the end of the night?
I usually have a quotation, but I am going to leave it at this. I'm requesting from you guys out there, if you got any recipe suggestions for my big fat ass, send them to me because my meal prep was the exact same as it's been the last 2 weeks. So I'm cashed.
Just on beef Wellington or something.
Oh, you got to throw me some. I always know you got some stuff. But no, we appreciate you guys. We've got a lot coming up for college football season that's kicking off next Saturday, but we'll start you off early next Monday, 9:30. Be back here with Grant Mills, your host with the most, and that other bastard, Whis Creaver, who pops in sometimes. J.Wiggy out.
J.Wiggy, yeah. Another Monday night in the books, folks. Hope all you enjoyed the show. Stop by grantmills.podbean.com. Check out the old episodes. Look around. Follow us. Subscribe. Oh, yeah. Every Monday night, 9:30 p.m. Central Time. J.Wiggy, Grant Mills, Whis Creaver. We'll be here. We'll be here for y'all. So we're going to end this one tonight, folks. Hope all you have a great week, a great weekend. And just want to say that we love you guys. And all you guys have a great, well, I just said have a great weekend. That's goddamn given, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that a given? I don't think
That's a given.
That's a given, baby. So do what we do. Do what I do. Smoke it up. See ya.